The IIUM campus is always full of life, cars and buses everywhere, students rushing around. But all this activity comes with smoke and noise. Ali and Hasif are out for their usual morning jog, trying to stay active. But running next to all these vehicles is not so fun. Out of nowhere, Hasif starts coughing non-stop. Ali gets worried and they take a break at a nearby bus stop.
Thanks, man. It's just hard to breathe with all this traffic.
Yeah, look, there are lots of vehicles on the road. They miss dirty gas.
Plus, recently many students have brought their cars to the campus. Now the road is packed with cars.
Exactly. Imagine if more people walk or ride bikes instead of driving everywhere, the air would be so much cleaner.
Right? Plus, it's healthier for us too.
Focus.
Walking is a great way to stay fit.
Totally. And think about the community vibe. Less traffic, more space for people to hang out and enjoy the outdoor.
Yeah, it would make such a great difference.
Yeah, I think we could even set up more electric scooter services around campus. It will help reduce the carbon emissions and the number of vehicles on the road. Let's discuss this with our friends.
Sure, let's go to our friends.
As Ali and Hasif continue walking, they notice a row of Beam e-scooters near the kuliah, but they are all over the place, fallen, messy, and clearly not being taken care of. On another day, Ali and Hasif met their friends, Salsabila, Shaira, and Sumaya at a cafe on campus. It was a casual meet-up, just friends hanging out and catching up. But during the conversation, Shaira brought out something that caught everyone's attention. I have been feeling unwell lately, she said. The smoke from cars around the campus is really affecting me. Ali and Hasif were shocked. It wasn't just them who felt this way. Instead, others were struggling too. That's when the idea started to come together. What if we did something about this? Ali asked the group. They started brainstorming. The Beam e-scooters came in mind. If more people use them instead of cars and bikes, it could make a big difference in reducing carbon emission on campus. And just like that, their journey started. A small idea turned into a big mission to create a change starting right here on campus. To get started, the group decided to talk directly to the students, the main population on campus. They asked simple questions like, do you know about the Beam e-scooters? Do you use them? If not, why? The answers reveal something surprisingly. Most students admit they rarely use the scooters, and the reason? A lack of parking stations. While there were parking spots near the kuliah, but there are not so many near the mahala. This was a problem because students often need to travel between their hostel and classes. If they parked where there were no station, they could be charged 5 ringgit by the Beam. It just wasn't convenient for them. From these interviews, the group realized that if they wanted more students to use the e-scooters, the first step was clear. They need more parking stations, especially near the mahala. To take their idea forward, the group reached out to a representative from the IIUM Student Union. They wanted to discuss the challenges and explore how they could collaborate to make this happen. The Student Union agreed that it was a good initiative. The issue of cars and motorcycles on campus, especially those who brought in illegally, was a growing concern. He believed that encouraging the use of e-scooters could help in solving this problem. They also noted that IIUM already has bicycle lanes, but they are barely used. Increasing the number of e-scooters could making the better use of these facilities, as well as making campus travel safer and more efficient. But they also brought up a valid concern. Would students actually use the scooters even if there were more parking stations? Maybe promotion or incentive could encourage them to give it a try. With this insight in mind, the group felt even more determined. They had a plan, and with the support of the student union, they were ready to take the next step in creating a greener and a cleaner IIUM. To understand what students talk about BIM e-scooters, the group conducted a survey with 100 respondents. The results were clear and gave them valuable insight into the situation. When asked if there were enough parking stations for e-scooters on campus, only 30% of students said yes. A significant 17% felt that the current parking infrastructure wasn't enough to support their needs. Next, they asked where should more parking stations be added. The answer was loud and clear. 65% of respondents requested parking stations near Mahalla areas where most students live. This was followed by 20% suggesting locations near the kuliah, 10% pointing to central spots like the mosque and main auditorium, and 5% mentioning other places like the ICC. Finally, they asked what could encourage more students to use BIM e-scooters. The top answers: more parking stations, with 65% of respondents agreeing this would make the biggest difference. Lower rental costs came in second at 25%, while promotion and awareness campaign each gathered 5%. These findings confirm the group's suspicions. The lack of parking stations, especially near Mahalla, was a key reason students were not using the scooters. With this knowledge, they knew exactly what needed to be done. Using the insight from the survey, the group came up with a plan to strategically place new parking stations across campus. The AI projection shows how this could look. Neat rows of BIM e-scooters lined up in front of every mahalla, ready for students to grab and go. By having parking stations right at the mahalla entrance, students can start their journey with ease. Likewise, parking near kuliah ensures they can quickly head to their classes without hassle. Now, picture this, a campus transformed. Instead of congested roads filled with cars and buses, students glide smoothly on e-scooters along the bicycle lanes. The once underutilized lanes finally come to life. Students can easily travel between mahalla, kuliah, and other campus spots without worrying about traffic or emissions. With fewer cars and buses on the road, the air feels cleaner and the campus feels calmer. And that's how it all began. When started as a simple idea turned into a mission to make IIUM a better place. With teamwork, determination, and a bit of creativity, change became possible. The journey doesn't stop here. Together, we can all make a difference, one ride at a time.